Rich, it's been too long, brother. It's been too long, man.
It certainly has. And, you know, I just was getting ready. This is year 12 for you. Year dozen.
12. These things are flying by.
They sure are. You know, and I don't think because of everything that's gone on with you and your career and how you're blowing up, you are the second draft choice of Andy Reid's in Kansas City after Eric Fisher.
That's right, yeah. 2013 when he came over from Philly. It was Eric Fisher, and then we didn't have a second round pick, but I was the first pick taken in the third round.
Did he call you? Like, what was your draft? Like, where were you?
Oh, yeah.
Walk me through your draft day.
Oh yeah, I love telling the story. So I get a call from a Missouri number, and an Ohio kid like me had no idea that Kansas City was located in Missouri. And sure enough, I'm thinking it's the St. Louis Rams because they were still in St. Louis at that time.
Right.
So I'm thinking I'm going to get a call from St. Louis, and I'm not going to lie, we had one or two guys from the University of Cincinnati go to St. Louis before, and it just wasn't the team. They didn't have any legs at that point before they moved to LA, and so I was kind of like bummed when I saw the Missouri number, and then all of a sudden I answer it, and it's Coach Reid, and it's just the most exciting. It went from like, I get to play for Coach Reid because I had heard so much good things from everybody in the Eagles organization that my brother was tied to, and obviously my brother had nothing but the best things to say about how great of a coach he was, and he immediately kind of centered my excitement. It was like, hey, are you going to screw this up? Am I doing the right thing by taking you? And immediately he set the bar.
That's what he said?
I promise you. And then I promised him myself that I really wanted to be the best pick he ever had. I was just so thankful that he was taking a chance on me, and then immediately he's like, all right, is your brother around? Put him on the phone. And it was kind of just reassuring him that I was the right pick, and my brother was just, yes sir. I'll make sure that he keeps his head on straight. So it was one of my favorite stories.
So that was you didn't know it at the time, the first ever episode of the New Heights podcast, pretty much right there, right? You're
right
piloting that.
Right there.
With Andy Reid as your first guest. That is funny, man. And you are you're the only guy on offense that remembers what it was like there in a pre-Mahomes era, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. It's me and James Winchester, our long snapper. I think we're the only two left from the pre-Mahomes era.
Well, I mean, there's Jones on defense, too, right? Chris Jones, I think, was he there a year before you? Or
I think you're right. I think he did sneak in with Alex Smith.
Yeah,
got me. I will say this, though, on the offensive side, it's so funny seeing the offense be, my first couple years, give Jamal Charles the ball. I always just tell everybody, our offense is give Jamal the ball. We want that ball in his hands as much as possible. And now it's so much fun letting Mahomes get the keys to the car and see him just absolutely take over the league, man.
Yeah, what do you sit back at any point in time and just go, holy crap, what is happened here? And you are in an opportunity to three-peat, Travis. I mean, it's real. I mean, it is totally real. Do you ever have a moment like that?
I'll tell you what, it's fun every year to kind of look back and see how far you come and everything, and it's just so much more exciting to see where this thing can go. And it's been like that since Coach Reid drafted me here. Every single year, it's felt like we kind of took that stepping stone to get to where we are today. And what an unbelievable challenge that we got ahead of us, knowing that, doing it 2 years in a row. Last year, I felt like we had our target on our back, the bullseye on our back that everybody was taking their best shot at. And it's even going to be even more of that this year.
Travis Kelce interview with Ryan Murphy on Processor. He was asking him about his when he first drafted by Coach Reid. And so Travis was very appreciative when he found out that he was on the other side of the phone when Coach Reid called him, that it was Coach Reid calling because Coach Reid was Jason Kelce's coach for the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, and then he moved to Kansas City, and apparently Travis Kelce, he didn't know that Coach Reid was coaching for Kansas City Chiefs, but then he was excited and immediately asking for his brother. He said, "Put your brother on the phone." So I thought that was so funny. I know I saw that before, but it's still funny when he tells the story. So there you have it. Travis Kelce was interviewed by Ryan Murphy.